Don't worry, at this size, nothing is scary anymore. What number comes to mind when you think about horror? Exactly, that's the number of movies I built into this basement. This movie is very recognizable by one color alone. I made a skew ceiling and put the lights in it. A closet is growing out of the wall. I hid this room so well in the back corner of the basement that you can barely see it, which was totally my intention. So because I skipped the planning phase, again, this movie got far more space than it deserves in my view. I only watched the first out of a series of 200, I believe, and I didn't like it very much. Making the set was fun though. This should be a painting, but I opted for pencil instead, because it's faster and more easily controllable at this scale, at least for me. The Nun appears in one movie and got 2 spin-offs after that. But the correct answer is this little girl's diary is bound in leather, which I had to peel until it was paper thin. I made a lot of pages and wrote on every one of them. Whoever reads it out loud decides the way they're going to die. This teacup shouldn't be in a basement. It should be in the sunken place. So maybe close enough? I glued the spoon to the cup so it can't click you into hypnosis. I loved this one, and unlike some other movies in this collection, I was able to watch it all the way through. Because while I do like horror movies, I often can't really watch them. I can't look, because I'm too scared. Some of them I had to watch several times before I dared to look at the scary parts. Like this one, that had some of the most disgusting scenes I've ever seen. This is a recent one. I found it scary in a unique way. The whole atmosphere and some of the facial expressions really stayed with me. It also had some uncomfortable laughs, which maybe made it even scarier. My first attempt was way too big, so this one is just a tiny placeholder. One of my favorite authors thought that this movie adaptation of his book wasn't too good. But the movie is an all-time classic at this point. Unfortunately, again because I didn't plan or measure, it's a little bit stuffy back here. Another classic, also based on a book, with several spin-offs, but the original from the 90s remains unforgettable. This tiny paper moth should give it away. I made an old-fashioned TV and some static, so you know there's no videotape playing. I put it over the well, which should be hint enough. This one almost drove me crazy. Fitting perhaps. I prepared a black and white space for the scene, which is a hint to the era of this movie. I built a tiny rocking chair. So far, so good. But when it came to Mother, I couldn't find the right material. Putty was too soft, wood was too splintery. I ended up using soapstone, and although it worked better than the other materials, I was not satisfied at all. And the worst part, you can't even see her, I had to glue her to the floor because she kept tipping over with her heavy stone head. Every basement needs stairs, and countless scary scenes take place around them. This one I'm sure you missed. The rusty nail can easily be overlooked, which is exactly what happens in the movie. And finally, a movie that combines the love of miniatures and horror perfectly. Toni Collette builds miniatures to cope with her past. In this case, that horrible accident. The movie is truly scary, but as someone who likes miniatures, I enjoyed seeing them playing a big role in a big movie. Subscribe at your own risk. Next time I could be making something completely different.